dear friends, we are in the middle of the Advent season, middle of December of course, and the Advent season has much to say to us. As I said, it's a life's preparation that we speak of at the Advent season. Recently I was attending a seminar or perhaps an input on what was called the strategic planning for some of our commissions. And by way of introduction, I told them this is a good season because the Advent season is a season of strategic planning for our life. For our life, it's not just some little programs, some activities that we speak of, or even perhaps Christmas is very dear to us. It's not just Christmas preparation, but our preparation for life. So the message of today, or perhaps the central character of today, St. John the Baptist once again speaks about this preparation being the precursor of Jesus in the Bible. Before that, perhaps I have to say a word about St. Paul's letter to the Thessalonians, chapter 1. And in this letter, in this reading as it were, we can hear three words which are very important or significant in the Advent season. First of all, rejoice always. Secondly, pray unceasingly. And thirdly, give thanks to God. First, as I said, rejoice always. The Advent season is a season that we keep smiling. We keep enjoying in a way not only the company of each other, but with the hope and expectation that God is present in our life and He will surely accompany us till the end. Secondly, pray incessantly. St. Paul knows why. Because we can constantly get into temptations, we can slip, we can go away from God. Therefore, pray incessantly. And thirdly, always be thankful to God for everything that God has done in our life. Be thankful. To be thankful means to say, not only to acknowledge what God has done, but also to indirectly to expect more things from Him. Once you thank a person, the person is disposed to be more open to you. So also with God. As I said, the central character of the third Sunday of Advent is St. John the Baptist once again. In the first letter of Isaiah, we hear this, what we call this longing for the Messiah. And what will be the nature of the Messiah? Isaiah said, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. He will bring the good news to the poor." The Messiah will bring good news to the poor and all those attributes that are prescribed to Him in order to explain to us that the one who is coming into our life is someone special. And St. John the Baptist in the Gospel of John, chapter 1, he says that St. John the Baptist comes. There are 4 characteristics mentioned about him. First of all, he comes as a witness. The word witness is mentioned 2 or 3 times in this Gospel. And witness, as we know biblically, it means it has got a double meaning, martyr. The word martyr in Greek has 2 meanings. One is a witness, someone who gives witness in the court, says that I have seen this, I have seen that particular thing happen. So therefore, witnessing. And the word witnessing also means to be a martyr, to be ready to die. So therefore, perhaps in this both the context of both these meanings, St. John the Baptist is connected. He is connected as one who speaks for Jesus, speaks about Jesus, and explains to us how the Messiah or perhaps His mission would be. At the same time, He is ready to lay down His life. That is the second characteristic, that He is laid down to life for Jesus, and that is why He is full of humility. He says, I am no one before Jesus. I am not even worthy to untie His sandals. So much is His humility. And thirdly, His is a prophetic voice. What's a prophet? A prophet is one not only who foretells the future, but reveals to us the will of God. And the will of God is many a time perhaps against our own personal and selfish will. But the prophet speaks aloud. And no prophet is welcome in his own country, in his own home place. The prophets are always condemned because they speak the truth. They speak what God wishes them to speak. And that is also perhaps what we say is the state and status of St. John the Baptist. He himself says, I am like a voice that is crying out in the wilderness. The prophets, they are like a voice, a shrill voice that doesn't stop, that doesn't perhaps come to an end. And their life is their mission. Their life is their sacrifice. Their life is perhaps laid down in order that others may live. The prophets are not appreciated in their own time. Perhaps long after they are dead, they are remembered for their good things and their prophetic voice, which has revolutionized mankind in many places. And that is why St. John the Baptist is also a prophet, and with a prophetic voice that cries out in wilderness. And what does he cry out? Fourthly, we say, he cries out to prepare the way for the Lord, to prepare the way, to straighten all the paths, as it were. So therefore, that is his job. Last week I mentioned, or perhaps I explained what it means to prepare the way. To say that I am not the one whom you are expecting, but someone else, and therefore I am like a foot soldier that goes in front of him, preparing and clearing up everything. Because the one who comes after me is more important. And that has to be the motto of our life too. Not just John Baptist would say of Jesus, but we also should say of everyone else in our life that I am not important, but someone who comes after me may be much more important. For him, I prepare for my life. I prepare in my career. I prepare in this time limit that is given to me. And therefore, I said last time also, the parents prepare for their children. The teachers prepare for their students. The doctors pray for their patients. An engineer builds a house for someone else. So also every profession and every what we call the vocation is to serve others. Like St. John Baptist, prepare the way for the others. So my dear friends, as I said, St. John the Baptist, first of all, he is a witness. He is a witness who witnesses his life to Christ. Secondly, his humility is very touching. In spite of he himself could have assumed or perhaps told the people that I am the Messiah, I am the one who is preparing. He tries to move to the back stage, as it were, to say that Jesus is more important. And thirdly, this is a prophetic voice, a voice that speaks truth, a voice that perhaps we are not ready to listen, but at the same time, a voice that we cannot hide or perhaps put down. And fourthly, St. John the Baptist is one who prepares the way. Let us also learn to prepare the way for the others as we ask God to enter our life, that we ourselves prepare by helping others prepare their life. I now go to the Christmas fact as such, Christmas celebration as such. As you know, next Sunday, we are almost on the eve of Christmas on next Sunday. All our churches are going to be lighted. The illuminations, the sounds and the programs that so many people have been preparing, the choirs are getting ready. And in this hustle and bustle, buzz of Christmas, perhaps we have to maintain a little silence. I sometimes say, is it not too much? Is Christmas only sound and light? Is Christmas only decorations? Is Christmas of perhaps we are pouring out our money and sometimes wastefully, the market today celebrates Christmas much better than many of our churches. All of them declare what we call the star, the Santa Claus, the three kings who are to come, and as if it seems the philosophy or theology of Christmas is repeated in our markets. But this is for the market. This is consumerism. And we Christians cannot be part of this consumeristic world which thinks of only richness, money, pleasure, and our wasting of things. I told our priest today that we should not fall into this trap. Christmas is surely a celebration, but a celebration of the heart, celebration from inside. And you get this feeling of real Christmas when you help others, when you include the poor in your Christmas, when you include someone perhaps who doesn't have that what we call the outside shine and glory of Christmas. They don't have illuminations, they don't have decorations, but still, by giving something to them, by including them into our joyful celebration, by their laughter, by their sing-songs, by their smiles, perhaps Christmas lights up for us. So I told our priests, surely people will be asking us to do this, to do that, to put the decorations. And I said, okay, it's good, but try to get sponsors for these from the people themselves instead of spending this money from the church. We have to be conscious of the money that comes to the church is from the poor people, the coins put together, the notes put together. And therefore we have to also rotate it or use it in some way for church use, for liturgical use, and also for the use of the community, the use of the poor also. So I have told that Christmas without the poor is no Christmas at all. So therefore, already at your planning process, perhaps you can spend a little on this external noise, sound, light, decorations, illuminations, but you can use part of the money also to help the poor. The Archdiocese, as I said, would have loved to give something to the poor if we had support from the people, but this year the support doesn't seem to be quite much. I had a dream of helping at least 1,000 families with a small ration packet for a week or so in order for them to celebrate Christmas in a meaningful way. But I am told that the funds that have come are not enough for us, except for a few, perhaps a little, very little that we can help. But we will try, we will pray, and I still look forward to being supported by the people, by the community, in order to reach out to the poor. But we have one little program for our Manipur children. I don't have to explain who are the Manipur migrants among us. As you know, from June onwards, when the problem of the migrants started, or rather the internal strife and destruction and desolation of the people of Manipur happened. In Manipur itself, many of them have been out. Many of them are staying in the camps. Most of their houses were destroyed, and many people floated to the other cities, the North India cities, Delhi, Patna, Calcutta, Guwahati, and some of them also landed in Bangalore. And in Bangalore, since we opened our doors, they were so happy to come, and we have been providing education in most of our schools, colleges run by the religious and also the Archdiocese. About 540 children from the primary till the college are in Bangalore. And many of the hostels have accommodated them. Many of the schools have given them free entrance or admission. Their uniform, their books, etc. are being looked after. But it's Christmas time. I know what these children are feeling. They are missing Christmas very much. They are a lively lot. They burst into songs. The Christmas carols are the easiest for them. Most of them learn or know them by heart. And their musical instruments, their dance, it's a chorus, it's a saga of joy and happiness for them to celebrate Christmas. But this year, I know they are little melancholy. They are little bowed down because they can't celebrate Christmas in their own place. It's not impossible for them to go back for Christmas. We can't afford it, of course. And secondly, the holidays for the schools, colleges are just about 8 to 10 days to go, 3 days traveling, 3 days coming back, and hardly they would have any time for Christmas to celebrate there. But worse is, many of them have no place to go. They don't have their houses. Their houses are burnt. And they wouldn't get anything perhaps when they go back also, because the parents or their brothers, sisters who are there will have other responsibilities and other matters to worry about. So therefore we thought of this, our children who are with us, and we say, why not arrange a one-day, what we call a outing for them, a Christmas outing for them in Bangalore. We can't take them far off, but St. Peter's Pontifical Seminary in Malleshwaram, which is in holidays, have opened their doors. They have said all the seminarians are going for holidays, so let the children come to us. And there are some brothers and the fathers and the rector of St. Peter's who have been so kind to give us the place, and so about 500 children will be going there on the 26th of December, the day after Christmas. We have promised them to take them by transport. We will have them a day of sports and games. They are so good at sports. They are so good at games and very gentlemanly. They don't fight. They are not boisterous. They of course play very hard. And also entertainment program in the afternoon at St. Peter's, which we have thought of, which we have planned of. And the little funds that we collected, we are using for this purpose, for a whole day outing for them. If you would still like to help us, I would be most grateful. There is one particular family that has come up with what we call a small bag of goodies for these children. About 600 packets are being sent to us by a lady called Rosemary Ratnam, someone known to her, but it doesn't matter who gives us, provided the children are happy to receive it. And so each of them has given a small packet with some little sweets, goodies, a balloon, perhaps something for the children to remember that it is Christmas and they should be happy about it. This is how we wish to celebrate the Christmas with our Manipur children who are migrants in our place. You know that this year we have inaugurated what we call the year of the Jubilee 2025. And as I have explained in my past explanations, this is not only a arithmetic or perhaps a chronological day or date or celebration. And Jubilee is also not something that the world would sort of boast over it and rush over it, push over it. It's a spiritual experience for us. 2025 years of the birth of Jesus, the redemption of Jesus, and the Holy Father inaugurated this on the 26th of November. And this particular day, the feast of Christ the King, we in our Archdiocese also we celebrated and we inaugurated it. And so we are already in the race or rather journey towards the Jubilee. And the Jubilee will take place in 2025. It's called the Year of Hope. The Year of Hope, because we Christians always believe that things better will come, that men will change, transform, convert, and at the same time open our hearts, our minds to God and to the others. It's also called the Year of Pilgrimages. Perhaps we will also think of a pilgrimage to go towards Rome or towards perhaps the Holy Land, other places of pilgrimage in our life. And the Holy Father has given us a special prayer to be recited in this year, the year of the Jubilee, which I recite with you on this platform. And surely each of the churches also will recite, and perhaps you can carry the prayer also in your families to be recited during your family rosary. The Jubilee Prayer. Father in heaven, may the faith you have given us in your Son Jesus Christ, our brother, and the flame of charity enkindled in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, reawaken in us the blessed hope for the coming of your kingdom. May your grace transform us into tireless cultivators of the seeds of the gospel. May these seeds transform from within humanity and the whole cosmos in the sure expectation of a new heaven and a new earth, when, with powers of evil vanquished, your glory will shine eternally. May the grace of the Jubilee reawaken in us, pilgrims of hope, a yearning for the treasures of heaven. May the same grace spread the joy and peace of our Redeemer throughout the earth. To you, our God, eternally blessed, be glory and praise forever. Amen. So we will be reciting this prayer till the end of the Jubilee, and also next year. I have told the next year is going to be the year of prayer. In our Archdiocese also, we will take up this theme of Year of Prayer and see how our prayer can be increased, improved, and the prayer, as you know, doesn't change God. It changes us. It changes our lifestyle. It changes our attitude towards God. And therefore, perhaps in the future, my allocations to you, I will explain to you how this year of prayer could be celebrated in our Archdiocese. I now take you to what we call a beautiful celebration that we will be having in our Archdiocese called the Christa Namana. The Christa Namana celebration that is organized by the Karnataka Regional Catholic Bishops' Council and also the All Karnataka United Christian Forum for Human Rights. This Forum for Human Rights is along with our Protestant brothers and sisters of all the churches and denominations, and therefore, since Christ is common to us, Christmas is common to us, Bible is common to us, the good news is common to us, the joy of the gospel is common to all of us. So therefore we said we will celebrate it together along with all the churches together. And this celebration will take place in St. Joseph's University Hall at, as you know, the auditorium stands at Longford Road, Shantinagar, Bangalore. And the date is 17th of December, that means the Sunday, this particular Sunday. And on this Sunday, we will all gather there. It will be a riot of festival of songs and dances. In Christmas, you can expect from different corners of Bangalore, the different churches of Bangalore, different institutions of Bangalore. Our children will delight us. Perhaps there will be some skits. There will be also some songs and also sharing of experience of Jesus. This year, we have called also the other persons, the other religious heads also to us. The chief guest of this function is going to be Madam Shalini Rajanesh, IAS. She is the Additional Chief Secretary, Planning, Government of India. She is a lady that is known to us. She was a Deputy Commissioner in Belgaum also, and in Bangalore she has done the highest, and she is close to the seat of the government itself, as her husband, Mr. Rajanesh Goel, is also the Chief Secretary at present. I am told both the husband and wife are close to each other in the government office because Madam Shalini is also the Additional Chief Secretary. The Chief Secretary is her husband and she is the Additional Chief Secretary together. And she has been very kind and considerate to Christians wherever she has been to our community. We will also have 3 other spiritual leaders who will share about their experience about Christmas. That is Swami Vireshananda of Ramakrishna Mutt, Rama Sonam Puntshok Hisera J of Buddhist Monastic University, and Mr. Maulana Yusuf Khanni. He is the Secretary of Jamaat Islami Hind, one Hindu leader, one Buddhist leader, and a Muslim leader. And I will also be there to share my experience about Christmas. And I request all of you, the people, the elders, the children, especially from the parishes around St. Joseph's University. There is what we call the St. Patrick's Sacred Heart, the Infant Jesus, the Basilica, the Cathedral. So many parishes are close by. It's a walking distance for many of them. Please come, enjoy. It's on 17th of December at 4:30 p.m. I now speak to you about what's called the Bible Literacy Program. We have a wonderful and resourceful Bible Commission in our Archdiocese, headed by Sister Virginia Rajkumari, a St. Anne's sister, and she, along with the others, her commission, which has got a membership of almost 50 people of different languages, of different backgrounds, and they form a beautiful combination for Bible Commission, and they are conducting many activities, and one of their objective is to what we call the Bible Literacy Program. That means everyone knows about the Bible, not just read the Bible, but know the nuances, the details, the different aspects of the Bible. So on 26th of October, as I told you in one of my past appearances, the Archdiocesan Commission for Bible launched the Bible in animation in all the three languages, Kannada, Tamil and English, and which is a Catholic animated series, and it was a pleasant visual narrative of the Bible stories from the Old and New Testaments. It's still going on. This is designed for people of all ages, and now the families will enjoy learning the Bible together by watching these animated series. We should encourage, kindly watch, share, encourage your children and make the Bible learning more interesting. You know, Bible is not just another subject. Bible is not just another book. It's a book of life for us. The Commission of the Bible is planning to organize an online weekly quiz for families. You know what's a quiz? We have followed so many quizzes on the TV. The general knowledge quiz, the Kaun Banega Krodopati by our famous actor Amitabh Bachchan, and also Punit Rajkumar has done also another quiz for the Kannada people, and so we know. And this quiz is a Bible quiz, which means even in the Bible you can, through the quizzing masters, you can learn a lot. And so for this is for families. It's going to be online weekly quiz for families based on Bible episodes. So kindly encourage each other, especially your children, to participate. The grand finale will be held on 26th of January 2024. That means month long the quizzes will go on, and the finalists will come on the 26th of January, where the winners will be awarded attractive prizes. And for more details, please contact the Bible Commission Secretary, Sister Virginia herself, or one of the members. The details of these services are displayed on the screen, which you can see. Secondly, Family Bible Proclamation. Since last November, that's been last year, the Bible Commission has been conducted Family Bible Proclamation using Zoom platform. You know, this is one of the blessings. We were not able to meet each other during the COVID times. The classes were conducted on the computers or perhaps on the online modes. Some of us were glued to our WhatsApp and to our mobiles, and therefore we continue this. And so on the Zoom, many families are meeting together. About 15 parishes have participated, and some parishes are still conducting it for the second time. You know, the families come together, 30-40 families, and they start reading the Bible line to line, verse to verse. It takes about 6 to 7 days, day and night. There are some people behind who are waking them up, who are telling them, reminding them, your time comes now and perhaps next hour, please be ready. Sometimes the families are awake at night and they make the children also sit, and many of them tell me that the children are always awake, the parents may be a little sleepy. That's the joy of proclaiming the gospel, and this is being done and the response is very favorable. Therefore, while the Bible Commission approach you, they respond favorably. Perhaps they will approach you, the parish priest, the sisters or some families who are interested, who have tasted the taste of the Bible, the what we call the juice of the Bible. They will surely tell the others. Kindly encourage your parishioners to participate in this venture, and through the Bible proclamation, we will make the Word of God come alive in your families. You know, many of these families who participated first time in the Bible marathon, they were so much enamored by it that independently they took it over. I am told that some families contacted all their families which are worldwide, in the Gulf, in Americas, perhaps in some other countries, even in India, so many places. And we said, it's the best time for us to meet and talk also. We are not seeing each other's face. The children have grown up, at least through the Bible, this marathon, let us meet together. And it was a very happy experience for them. So therefore, the details of this, perhaps, you can see on the screen that is displayed. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, as we come closer to Christmas. And as I said, may the Advent season be a good preparation not only for Christmas but for greater things in life. As I said earlier, it could be the strategic planning period of our life.
The Shepherd's Voice, which is being presented by our beloved Archbishop, Most Reverend Dr. Peter Machado, the Archbishop of Bangalore, who takes so much of interest and concern in order to bring the various topics, the contextual aspects, in order to inform, educate, and catechize all of us, the priests, the religious, and faithful of this vast archdiocese. And I'm sure you are enjoying this program, Shepherd's Voice, and I request each one of you to share with your other colleagues, friends, and family and relatives, near and dear ones, so that everyone in this archdiocese can be more closer to listen to the Archbishop on this Shepherd's Voice, the weekly feature. My dear friends, as I've always told, that this is a wonderful platform wherein we can connect to the Shepherd of this Archdiocese, wherein he brings in the interesting topics in order to increase our devotion and love towards God, and also to know the spiritual matters that concerns our faith. In a very special way, you are most welcome to ask your questions, queries, and you can send them to us at archdblr@gmail.com, and you will also see our mobile number in and through which you can connect with our media center, Ave Studios, and the Archdiocesan Communication Center. Please do write to us your feedback, your opinions. Thank you. Continue to watch and continue to share with others.